Hey YouTube, good afternoon, or wherever you are. Good night, or good morning, or who knows. So, I got all the base in here with the exception of the spot where the sliding bifold doors are going to go, so I'll have to cut a chunk out there as well. So I just wanted to give you a quick update. The rest of the baseboard is in this room. Let's see. I made a cool little access panel here, quick and dirty. This was a piece of plywood, just 3/4 inch plywood, and I cut a 1/2 inch channel out of the back. So this access panel slides in and out of there so that you can reach through here. And I don't think there's enough light there, but you can see that shiny thing in the middle is the valve for the fridge. So you can, customer requested that for easy access in case the fridge started leaking or whatever, the ice maker line needed to get turned off. You could reach through there and do that. Let's see, I got the casing on this door. Put the casing on the left side of that door. I think I'll be getting a wide angle lens here. Noticing how difficult it is to get things in shot here. This is another door I had to put casing on. Quick tip on that while I'm showing you is I put the top on first. These already had casing on them and they had the paint there, so I had a nice line where there wasn't paint on this side and on the top, so it was easy to put this piece back. But even if it wasn't, I would just measure up and mark it evenly on both sides. Anyway, the quick tip is the seam here is difficult to caulk, especially if you get it tight. So you put a little bit of caulking on there first and then butt this up, and then it squeezes out and then it leaves you with a really nice tight joint there. That's the pencil line you're seeing, the dark line. See, that one's better. So you can also do that with baseboard. Right, I said I was going to show you some of these outside corners. So these corners got glued together with that super glue and activator. So use the shaking there first, so you can see how absolutely perfect that is. It doesn't get any better, and they're pretty much all like that. I did the same thing with the inside corners actually. So I got the inside corners glued together, and on the inside corners I actually nailed 3 nails in, 1 into this section, 2 in the lower section, both ways, to lock it together, just to make sure, because as you can see I might have been flexing it a little bit to get it in there, but I'd rather have this caulking joint be a little bit wide there and have the nice tight miter, because that's almost impossible to caulk and make look good. So that's what I went for. Plus, once that's caulked up top there, that dark line will disappear and you'll just see the paint, and instead you'll see the nice tight miters everywhere. So it's the most intricate one I had to do here. So in this case, this was the most difficult. So I've got this long stretch here. This is one piece, and I took this little piece and I glued it to here, and I back nailed it like I said earlier. And then what I did was I put caulking in this corner because everything's not quite perfect. I ended up changing the miter on this piece 1 degree one way and 1 degree the other way to get it tighter. So I put caulking in the corner there just to make sure that it was Not going to be that big of a deal. And then I used the super glue on this outside corner and then nailed it together. So this is cement. So I ended up using just double stick tape, and the caulking will hold that no problem. Same thing on this piece and this piece. So those are just taped on with this foam tape. Where is it? This stuff. And that's good stuff. I put it right on the middle of, here's the piece of the base. You put it right in the middle where that glue is. See, it's got that little bit of focus. It's got that little bit of a cutout there, which is to keep it from cupping. And the thick, because the tape is thick, so you put it in there and it cuts the thickness in half, so it's just sticking out enough to make contact with the wall. It keeps it nice and tight to the wall. And final thing I wanted to show you guys was this. I'm getting ready to put a coat of filler primer on this face frame for the cabinets. Don't know if the lighting's going to show it very well here. Let's see. So remember, before I had put wood hardener on this. See if I can. I mean, you can tell it's pretty smooth. See if I can get the camera to focus on it. Get a good angle here where you can see. It's pretty flawless already. You can see a couple tiny little lines in there, but that wood hardener does a great job because it basically turns the top, I don't know, 32nd of an inch of the wood into polyester resin soaked fibers. So I just sanded this with 220 and it's already almost perfectly smooth. I could probably get away with just painting it like that, but I'm going to put one light coat of filler primer on it, sand it with 220 again, and then paint it with the cabinet paint that I got to match that color. That's all for now. Have a good night.